Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. This is the program that tries to help you navigate your financial journey. To do that, we ask that you do a little bit of work. You can just go to our website, jillonmoney.com, click the Contact Us button, write us a note, and let us know how we might be able to help you out. If you are shy and you don't think you'll be on the show, just give us a lot of details. But if you would like to join us on the air live, check the box and Mark will do everything else. Right now, we are talking to Catherine. Catherine is on the line from the Pacific Northwest. Hello, Catherine. What's going on? How can we help you out?
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm calling in to see if I could perhaps either just live a little bit more, go on a vacation here or there, or perhaps kind of scale back at work, maybe do my next endeavor. So just wanted to check in and see,
Okay.
get an opinion.
Well, I thought you were going to say you wanted to live longer, and I was going to say, I can help you with that. That's not the kind of show we talk about here.
Right.
Okay. Well, let's do some nuts and bolts stuff. Catherine, how old are you?
I'm 46.
Okay. And are you in some horrible high stress job?
It's mentally taxing. Yeah.
Okay. When you talk about scaling back, what does that mean to you? Like right now, how much are you earning?
Oh, probably about 186 or so.
Okay. 186. And are you single, partnered, married?
Partnered, to be married later this year.
Okay. Are we combining your partner's income with us here?
I think for the retirement picture, yes. Yeah, we're slowly kind of melding more as the years go by.
Okay. What does your partner earn?
I think about 145.
Okay. Is your partner going to make a change to their life in terms of scaling back, or is that 145 going to be consistent?
No, consistent. He really likes his job. So he's in it for at least the next 5 years when his pension kicks in, and probably longer, honestly. He really likes.
I love a pension. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
How old is he?
48.
Okay. So you're not due a pension, but he is. Is that
Correct.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So what would his pension benefit be?
We're thinking right now the estimate is around 6,000 a month.
Wow.
It'll probably go up based on future raises.
Mm-hmm. But 6,000 a month. When would that kick in? At what age?
In 5 years is when it could kick in.
53 at age 53, he could get $6,000 a month.
Correct.
Whoa! And it's only going to go up, and he likes it. That's great.
Correct. Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Well, you don't get a pension. No fun for you.
No.
But do you have a 401k?
Yeah, I've saved, I think quite a bit over the years. I have a work 401k, and then
how much is in the 401k right now?
All together, it's probably about 180.
Okay.
And then I have a taxable retirement account that has like 1.168 million.
You mean a taxable brokerage account, right?
Well, yeah. Then I have a separate brokerage account too that has a little bit over $1 million.
Wait, two different brokerage accounts. One is 1.68 million and the other is $1 million?
Correct.
What's the difference between these two? Is one like inherited or why are they separate?
I think one is just individual stocks, and then the other, I think, is how it maybe came into this account. One was things I had from a very young age, and then the other, I'm not really sure. I'm not great on money, Jill. That's why I'm calling you.
Dude, you're great on money. What are you talking about? You have a lot of money. Do you and your partner own a home together, or are you renting?
We own a home.
What's it worth? What's the amount?
We think around 600.
Is there a mortgage outstanding?
No.
Okay. And do you guys have kids?
Yes, we do. We have 4 between us. 2 are a little bit older, and then 2 are younger. So I'm responsible for the 2 that are younger for college. The 2 that are older are taken care of by the other parent.
Okay. So the 2 youngers, how old are they?
10 and 11.
Do you have accounts set up for them, 529s or brokerage accounts that are earmarked for them?
Well, we don't have, I was wondering about brokerage accounts for them. I don't. I do have, I'm trying to find the number here. I made a spreadsheet, but now I can't find it.
Of course you did.
I think, the 529s, they have it's 277,000 combined. So I have it split between the two.
Is that intended to cover 4 years of public or private, do you think?
I don't know. It might be private. They go to public school now and probably will and they will through high school. But for college, it might be private just due to what's available.
Okay, that's fair enough. Any other assets, a rental property or something else floating? You got a drawer full of crypto somewhere? What's happening?
I have an HSA that has 42,000, and
good.
then just checking and that type of thing about and savings about 98,000.
Okay. And in your partner, in addition to the $6,000 a month in 5 years at his age 53,
yeah,
does he also have a deferred retirement savings account?
He does. He has a 401k and a 457.
Do you know what's in there?
Yeah, the 401k, it's 642,000, and the 457 is 836,000.
Okay, so he's got $1.5 million, and that's great. Okay, so you ready for the most important question?
Sure.
I want to help you scale back and go to your next endeavor, or spend more money and have fun. But
right.
What is it that what's the spend right now? Before we start to figure out what you can do, what is happening today? Like, what are you spending money on?
It's hard because it fluctuates. I'm estimating probably 8,000 a month, maybe 9, depending on the month, and just, different things that are due.
But like, if I said to you, well, when you talk about spend more, like if I said, hey, you know what, why don't you just spend 10 grand a month and calm down? Would that be good? Would you feel like, oh, that's a big difference? Or are you saying to me, I want to spend 15 grand a month? What are we talking
just
about?
Maybe like permission to go to Europe for this, in the summer.
Why can't you give yourself permission to go to Europe, Catherine? What is your problem? Why are you so mean to yourself?
Worried about, like being responsible for all these little people and making sure that they're,
well, wait a minute. I don't got to worry about those 2 older ones. They're done, right?
Yeah.
Are they launched for real?
No, I mean, they're still, one's in college and one's in high school, but they're mostly with their other parent.
Well, the other parent, is that other parent really rich, I hope?
Pretty, yes.
Okay, great. That makes it a lot easier for me. If you're going to have an ex, I'd rather have a rich one than a poor one. Let me be clear.
Right. Yes, I agree.
So I get it. 4 kids is a lot. It's 3 more than Mark has. By the way.
Right.
Put that in perspective. However, you don't spend that much money. Okay.
No, and that's not including my partners. We kind of have a joint account that we put money into and then just kind of split things. So that does not include his monthly expenses. But as I think we age, we'll combine those more and more once the kid responsibilities are diminishing. And, for cutting back for work, I think that would be in lieu of a lot of childcare is kind of the trade-off there. Because a lot, when you work full time is going to childcare.
But you have a lot of money.
Right.
What's the freak out here? I'm sort of a little mystified. You've got 2 million, 2.2, 2.3, you got like $2.3 million available to you. You've got a bunch of money that is in retirement. Even if you said to me, oh, well, would it be surprising if your partner spent, let's just say that you spend 10 grand a month. And let's say your partner spent 5 grand a month. Do you think that would be about the right amount?
Probably. Yeah, that's probably. Yeah.
How much could he be spending? He doesn't have the 4 kids. He has, right. You know what I mean? Okay. So it seems to me that on 15 grand a month, okay, you make good money. He's going to keep working. He's got a pension. You've already saved money. So what I'd like you to think about is, what's the priority for you? Is it to work less and therefore you won't have to spend more? Or is it to keep the pedal going down on that accelerator and just keep earning the money, but be able to spend a little more money? I think that's the real question that we're asking. Which part of it is more important?
Yeah, I mean, I guess is this enough retirement savings to, if I don't, use it, just for it to grow and not have to, if the next endeavor would not have, if I could not save for retirement in a next endeavor, is that enough to grow and, be able to retire, maybe not when he does, but, in the next 10 years or at least do things that are fun, like
I
even
want you
like
to have
jobs that are
fun.
fun.
I want you to have fun. Who says you don't get to have fun? Come on now. So Mark, I'm just doing some quick math here. I don't know if you heard everything, but if Catherine wanted to basically take a job that would be not 186,000, maybe not even ever put any more money in retirement, and she was looking to generate $8,000 a month. We're going to use the 8 for right now. Do you think she has enough money saved so that she can actually have a job that's a much more meaningful job, scale back a little bit in time, make less money? Will all of that money, do you think, be enough for her to live this life that she'd like to live?
100%. I mean, she's very close to being there right now.
Unbelievable. Okay. So are you hearing that? Hold on, Catherine. We got that? Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
Here's what we're not including. We're not really even including your husband's pension right this second. We're not including any money or any savings that you have together that it would be, I think it will be a lot easier to look at this once you guys get married to push it all together and get a better picture of what's happening. Because he's got $1.5 million that I didn't even put in that equation. He's got the $6,000 a month pension. All that's going to happen. You think that you're not going to get married to not actually share and live your lives together. You have a lot of money. So then the next question for you guys is, what would this change really look like in the real life? Would it mean if you were to get a job and you said a different job, how much money would a different job be? And are you really sure? Because sometimes I've talked to women who do this all the time. They're like, I'm going to go part-time. And they go part-time, but it's actually terrible because they end up working full-time, getting paid half as much.
Sure.
So what is it that we're talking about from 186 to what?
Oh, that's a great question. I have maybe half.
So $90,000.
Yeah, that's a guesstimate.
Okay. And so if it were $90,000 and you could do something better, your 90 and his 145 could pay your bills. Fair enough. He's going to keep putting his money, but you're not going to make any contributions to retirement. You're just going to say, I'm going to make my 90. That's all I'm going to make. Is that what we're trying? Right. We're going to try to test that theory. That 235 is going to be your new combined salary. You live on the same, whatever it is. 10, you say 8 or 9. I'm just going to put it together. You're living on 10 or 12 grand a month between the two of you. Maybe it's more. Maybe it's 13 or 14. You can do that. That works. What I don't think you can do is say, oh, well, what I'm really going to do is I want to spend 20 grand a month and also make 90 grand a year. So I think it's going to be one or the other. It's either you're going to scale back your earnings and no longer contribute to retirement, and see how that goes, and maybe spend a little bit more money. Could you spend 10 grand a month? Sure. But I think it really requires you guys to sit down and look at this together, if you are married, and say well, what are we spending? What's the real number? And what are we talking about here? And when we lump all of our taxable and retirement assets together, we have, I'm going to ballpark it because, let's say it's maybe a $4.5 million together. And then it's a silly conversation. Of course, you can do whatever you want to do, but we need to really get a fuller picture of what your real spend is together, and also what your total assets are together. And if it were just you and you had 4 kids and you told us this story, I think that I would say you could still do it. If you're saying I want to spend 10 grand a month on the money I've accumulated, I think what we're saying is, yeah, you can do that, but it might not be everything you want. It may be, Catherine, when you guys get married and ever you push everything together and you test this out and you give us a holler back after that happens. Yeah, sure. It works beautifully. But I feel like we have 2/3 of the story and not the whole story yet.
All right. Sounds good.
Is there anything else? I mean, obviously, once you get married, you need to update all these estate documents. You got to make sure you do everything the right way. Is there anything else that you feel like you're contemplating that we should know about?
No, I have been waiting to update estate documents until we get married, just because I would have to do it again anyways, it seems like.
Exactly right. I think you can do what you want to do. I don't want you to be in a terrible place where you're spent. you know? So I think you should try to really work hard together to say, like, is it really the job I have and the amount of time I'm spending? Or is it like I just don't give myself permission to spend even with this job? I think that those are questions that we need to answer. But
Right.
it feels to me, just as you're giving us the story, that things are great. You're young, you're happy, like enjoy yourselves. You've got the
Right.
Brady Bunch thing going on, 100
Mhm.
kids, you're good. So I think it's all right. So if you
Great.
could take a deep breath and get us a little more information, maybe you get back in touch with us with the fiance on the line, and we'll pump him for information. He'll have
Okay.
it
Sounds
really
good.
very nice.
All right.
Thanks for getting in touch with us.
All right. Thank you.
If you want another set of eyes and ears on your situation, all you need to do is go to our website, JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button, write us a note, and if you'd like to join us live, check the box. Mark does everything else. Why don't you just go ahead and bookmark the website, because that way, whenever you have a question that arises, we'll be able to help you out. It's Friday, and that means we're going to do some business and thank yous. Our music is composed by Joel Goodman. Mark Talercio is our executive producer. He's also the king of all things web. We are distributed by the fine folks at Odyssey. By the way, you can subscribe to this podcast and our weekend show Money Watch on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Lift someone up. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you on Monday.